going on, vinyl community? It's LJ, and it is snowing. Yep, again. It's just coming down out there. It's nuts. I'm telling you, we already have like 3 inches, and we're supposed to get anywhere up to another 3 or so. So for anybody that's getting hit with this here on the East Coast, and especially for those in the Boston area, Brother Rob and others, hang in there, sit tight. Brother Marty up in New Hampshire, I'm sure you're getting hit with this too. Guys, break out the shovels, and as Rob said to me earlier this afternoon, I'll just break it out, break it over my knee and head west. Oh man. First up, a little quick house cleaning. I wanted to make sure I let everybody know, or everybody that watches this know, that Punk Texas, our roving location VC member, whom God I love Punk Texas, is putting together the 2013 Record Shelves Yearbook. In essence, in a nutshell, right quick, it's just a picture of how you store your records. It's got nothing to do with collection being big or collection being small. You don't even have to be in it. It's just a slideshow of how you store your records, be it IKEA shelves, on the floor, in crates, whatever the case may be. Punk Texas put one together around this time last year, and there's a link to that video below. And he's looking to do it again. It was something he spent a good deal of time on and did a great job with. Absolutely fantastic thing to do for the vinyl community. John, it came out so cool. It deserved every view it got, and I'm sure this year's is going to be even better. So the email address to send your pictures to Punk Texas to is right below in the description. It's down there somewhere. I can't see it. There it is. And the link to last year's video. Get your pictures in. I need to get mine in too, and I can't wait to see it. It's just so cool that he takes his own time to sit down and do this. Fantastic stuff. Can't wait to see it. This video is just a handful of finds. Kind of different strands of rock, be it heavy metal, AOR, synth-driven stuff, or just classic 70s rock. It's all stuff I've picked up within the last month that I just wanted to share. Stuff I've been digging and listening to before I put it away. First, what's playing in the background is not a record at all. It's a CD. And this is Whitesnake's Good to Be Bad. This is Whitesnake's, I believe, latest CD. This is a surprise find. It comes in a nice slipcase. And this is a 2 CD set. The first CD, again, is in the CD player. And the second CD being live cuts and a video as well. This was a $1 find at Goodwill. It's from 2008, and I kind of did a double take when I saw it. I couldn't grab it fast enough, and it is phenomenal. Absolutely great stuff. Don't pass it up. And here's a handful of things that I've come across in the last month or so and I've been listening to. Here's Angel on Earth as It Is in Heaven. This is from, I don't know, 1977, 78, thereabouts. And this is Greg Giuffria's band, or the band he was in before heading off solo. Pretty good stuff. Angel has one of those neat logos that if you read it this way, it says Angel, or if you flip it over and read it upside down, it will say Angel, or backwards, the same thing. It's pretty cool stuff. I really dug it. Angel is just great 70s rock. Fantastic stuff. This is on Casablanca, which the Kiss records were on as well. It's got a really good 70s rock feel to it. A few more listens to get into it, and I'm sure I will. Here's one, just to kind of switch it up and say I don't get into everything I buy. This is the Tubes, Young and Rich. And while I usually like the Tubes, and I have, I don't know, 2 or 3 other Tubes records, this one's just been a challenge for me. I really haven't been able to get into it yet. I've given it a couple listens, and it's just not working for me. This has, cool, it's a credit card with actually the embossed letters. I know you can't see that on camera, but it's pretty cool. I don't know, maybe a couple more listens, I'll give it a shot. And there were some good reviews on it. This is from 1976, I believe. Yeah, 1976 on A&M, but so far I'm just not feeling it. It's not working for me. Maybe it'll end up in the trade pile. This was kind of a quick and easy kill for the Frampton collection. This is Breaking All the Rules from '81. I'm a huge fan of Frampton's guitar tone. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. This has neat vanity labels on it. And this overall was a pretty good album. Definitely not Frampton's best, but if you see it cheap, grab it. It was a good listen. Here's an exciting find. This is the Stones Beggar's Banquet. I've had a couple of people ask me about what pressing this is, having seen it on the shelf. And this is the remastered version. This is a really nice press. This is a German press, an import. It's on the Decca label. And just fantastic. I mean, we all know this cover. We all love this cover. It's, you know, the one that doesn't turn up too often. It was switched. It was changed. It's got a pretty storied past, but this press is just very, very, very clean. I forget when these were issued. Well, maybe 2002 or so, somewhere around there. But this is the press that has the actual tempo or the speed corrected, whereas it's been incorrect for all these years, and it's always been a step too fast, and now it's a little bit slower. I really don't notice the difference audibly, but it's just really nice to have just a gorgeous, clean copy of the reissue. Great stuff. Here's Sammy Hagar, and this is self-titled from 1987. This is one I didn't have on vinyl and was missing from the Sammy collection. I think this is an awesome album. Major, major follow-up to Van Halen's 5150. It's got that same sound. Every song killer. Here's The Call, Reconcile. I keep mispronouncing that. The Call, great band. Michael Benn's band, and rest in peace, Michael Benn. It's on Elektra. I love that 80s Elektra label. And this is one of The Call's best albums. They have so many. I have 3. This was the 3rd. This was a dollar find, and I grabbed it real fast. The Call's just great, big, anthemic 80s stadium rock. Vinnie Vincent Invasion. This is one I was missing on vinyl. This is their debut album. Just absolutely fantastic stuff. You gotta love Vinnie Vincent, or Vinnie Cusano from Kiss. Just coming out of Kiss at this time, releasing his own solo material. Absolutely fantastic. I couldn't have been more happy to find that. Really great price on that one. It's in great shape. I showed this one before. This is the Brian McDonald group, Desperate Business. I wasn't really too sure what to expect out of this. I think this was a $2 pickup. Yeah, I mean, what do you think when looking at it, right? Look, what does that cover say to you? I'll give you a minute. Does it say hair metal to you, or I don't know. That guy says like he's in questionable bars. I don't know. This guy's got a lot of hairspray, but he's probably IT during the day. I don't know. This guy's definitely a musician on the weekends, and I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking he's probably in accounts payable. I don't know. Either way, they didn't make it too far, but the album, I had no expectations. It was a couple of bucks. Oh, he's smoking. He's definitely IT. It was alright. It was kind of melodic rock. It wasn't that great. It was like Trickster, but worse. Here's Graham Parker and the Steady Shot. Graham Parker and the Shot Steady Nerves, whatever. This was actually a really good album. I was kind of impressed. I had no expectations going into this. This is from 1985. This was a pretty inexpensive find, just a few bucks. And it was actually really good. I was listening to it, I'm like, this is a solid rock record. I really like it. Solid 80s rock record. This is what I always wanted Elvis Costello to sound like, and he never did in the 80s. Great stuff. Definitely worthy of more listens. Oh, here was a killer ad. I love early 80s AOR. And man, here's Survivors, Caught in the Game. I've been waiting forever to get a clean copy of this. Caught in the Game for me is Survivor's best song. Just absolutely awesome stuff. There's the band. You gotta love Dave Bickler's beret. Does anyone remember the video for Eye of the Tiger with Dave Bickler like walking down the street in his beret? He's so badass. Oh man. Anyways, this is a phenomenal record. It's actually the follow-up to Eye of the Tiger. And in my opinion, Eye of the Tiger ruined Survivor. It just got so campy and cliche, and that's too bad, because what a great band they were. See, I picked up a couple Survivor records to finish that artist collection off. That's the only one I have in this stack. But along those same AOR lines, while I had that weekend AOR bug, I also picked up Toto Hydra. And this is the only Toto album I was missing. And I think for me, Toto Hydra has that same vein as Survivor's Caught in the Game, and that it's kind of the dark horse of the catalog. And by dark horse, I just mean this album, as far as Toto goes, and Toto isn't, bad to the bone or anything, but this is a dark Toto album. The overall feel and the mood is just super dark. This is kind of neat. It's a promo copy. And I got stuck listening to St. George and the Dragon, which is a great, great song. And I was just digging that Survivor album, so I went out and found a copy, and they played great back to back. Anyways, moving on to some more metal. Here is Warlock, Doro. This is Triumph and Agony. This was definitely one of the best finds of the month. This is phenomenal. It's from 1987 on Mercury. And I mean, how heavy metal is that artwork? That is what 80s heavy metal is all about. Wizards, witches, sorcerers, and half-naked women. Check that out. That is Warlock, and I definitely love me some Warlock. This is my second Warlock album. I believe they have 4 albums out, and then Doro went solo. That girl just released a new album, which is crazy, and I need to pick it up. But here's Triumph and Agony, and this album just rocked. Killer stuff. Let's see, 2 more to go. Here's another kind of quick, I'm not even going to say metal because it's more AOR pickup. Here's Triumph, The Sport of Kings from 1986. Rick Emmett and Company. This album kind of comes from a point in their career when they were having a lot of changes and upheaval, and they were just about all done switching out keyboard players. But I have to admit, as far as Triumph albums go, and Triumph being the Poor Man's Rush or the other Canadian power trio, this album was really good. I was surprised. It's definitely going to stay in the in rotation bin for a while. I was very surprised. And here is a solo album from Greg Lake. Who is Greg Lake? Let me show you. You might know Greg Lake from this album, because this was Greg Lake's band before Greg Lake went solo. Now, how did Greg Lake get himself involved here? He sang just about every note on this album, and also played bass and some guitar on this album. So when you find a Greg Lake solo album, you gotta take a chance on it, because he came from here. So how bad can it be? What I can say about this, it's not this, but nothing is. And it's not bad. This was actually a really solid album. And it's got some phenomenal players on it. It really does. You have, God, what's his name? I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Give me a second, it'll come to me. You look at the cover while it comes to me and I think of it. Oh, Gary Moore. Right, sorry, Gary Moore on guitar. So you have some of the Thin Lizzy Camp here playing. It's just really, really solid stuff. This is 1981. Definitely worth the pickup if you can find it. A great guitar, a great rock album. Definitely not to be missed. So that's it as far as vinyl updates along the rock side go. I definitely have some other pickups, some country stuff, and a couple of jazz albums that I'll share with you guys soon too. But again, don't forget to get your pictures in to Punk Texas, into the VC 2013 Record Shelves Yearbook. I'm sure it's going to be awesome stuff. I hope everyone in the VC is doing well. Dodge the snow, duck, stay dry, and stay warm. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll catch you soon.